I want to talk about why giving a statement to the police is not always the best idea. Again, number one, as a lawyer, as somebody who practices criminal defense, you shouldn't talk to the police without an attorney. So any questions, just tell the cops you want an attorney. You don't want to speak to them without an attorney. But look, if you don't listen to this and you decide to do it anyway, understand it's not about the idea of not talking to the police makes you look guilty. So you think, hey, if I just give them my statement, they'll leave me alone. They'll investigate what I said and they'll check that out. They'll take a look at that. That's not how that happens realistically. They already have their mind made up about a lot of things and they try to find a quick decision, right? Police deal with a lot of cases. The investigation you're talking about, that's not necessarily done at the line level, like the arresting officer, the person who comes to the scene. A lot of times those aren't detectives. Detectives are the ones who investigate cases. The guy who shows up to the scene and questions you more often is just a line police officer, a patrol police officer. They're going to come to their conclusions, get a statement and make a decision based off that statement. Talk to the district attorney's office. The district attorney's office is going to say whether there's enough probable cause for an arrest and you're going to be arrested, right? But let's say you do get to the detective stage. Let's say you're not arrested yet. A detective calls you in, they bring you down to the precinct or they come to your house and you give a statement. Number one, if they're smart, they're going to record that statement. They're going to record it, whether it be by audio or whether it be by audio and video. And they do that for their protection as well as yours. But here's the thing about a statement. Let's say, okay, you're in a position where you say, I didn't do anything wrong, right? So I'm just telling what happened. That's a recorded statement. So it's official now, like it's on the record. So down the line, when let's say you talk to him again, if you remember something differently or because it's been a couple weeks, you leave something out and your statement changes even just a little bit, it's going to look like you're hiding something or changing your statement, what makes it look like you're lying about something, even though it's just natural human nature that you don't remember every detail of what you said before, because the further away you get from the event, you don't have all the facts. Or maybe you'll remember something that you didn't say the first time. I want to add that. All those changes in your story that you give over time doesn't look in your favor, right? So one of the reasons lawyers say don't give statements to the cops is, or especially not without an attorney, is because you're locked into that statement. You're locked into that statement. And once you're locked into that statement, any changes from that statement doesn't look in your favor. That's the best way I can put it. So it's not always necessarily about, man, if you ain't got nothing to hide, you should give a statement. It's not about that. It's about protecting your rights, protecting yourself from yourself, because human nature is going to come into play. And you might forget things or add things later that you remember, and it just might not look the best. It might it might attack your credibility. And then in trial, the prosecution or the DA could use that to say, oh, he changed his story up. People who change the story up are probably guilty. Tell that to a jury, and the jury might believe that. When in reality, it's just human nature. So these are one of the reasons that you hear attorneys say, don't give a statement to the police. It's not because we're afraid that you did something and you messing yourself up. No, it's locking yourself into a story that you just shouldn't do that without legal counsel. You should let legal counsel advise you regarding those type of situations.